Okay, really quickly here, I just want to make sure we're clear on the difference between these two words that sound almost the same, emigration and immigration. See, they sound almost the same. Emigration is thinking about like exiting, leaving a country, not just on vacation, but permanently leaving. And think of people being sort of pushed out. You might emigrate and you're not really even sure where you're going. That's different from immigration. Think of like in immigration would be kind of awkward to say. So it's immigration. So immigration means entering somewhere, either a country or it could be a state. You can think of people immigrating to Massachusetts, but usually we use this for a country. And again, it's not just to visit, but to live there permanently. And think of immigration as also like pulling. People are immigrating because they hear that this is a safe place, there are good resources there. And here's a diagram we'll come back to again that nicely pushes these together. So someone might be leaving one place, and why do they immigrate to somewhere else? Is because there are certain things pulling them there. Another important term that you might already know, but I'll just go through real quick for us, is skilled labor. We talk about skilled and unskilled labor. So labor is work, and if it's skilled, then let's just call it this way. It requires a lot of practice and schooling. Like these three kinds of jobs that are like professions require some preparation, or someone who makes sort of works of art out of something. And a word we'll hear sometimes is artisan, sort of like artist. But these are some unskilled kind of labor that was going on in the mid 1800s here. Important, good for someone to be doing, but again, these would be examples of unskilled labor. So we'll come back to that in a moment. A nativist, you might think this is the same as a Native American, and in a way you're right. Well, you'll see what I mean in a moment. A nativist is someone who thinks that immigration should be limited and maybe even just completely stopped because they have a fear that that immigration, those new people are going to really change the country in a way they don't like. When they're saying native, they don't mean Native American like Indians. They're thinking native as in sort of like this, like, well, my parents were born here. My grandparents were born here. They're second or first generation or third generation or more. So again, they're not thinking about Indians, but they're thinking Native American. And this flag, this is sort of a propaganda poster from this period we're looking at here. See how they're talking about Native Americans, and they don't mean Indians. They're talking about that other definition of native. Here's another one. Natives of the soil. Shall we protect American labor against foreign? They're defining foreign as someone who is not born in this country.